Good evening, everyone. How are you guys doing today? It is I, Joe Manafuda, back at it once again with another art stream today. It's a drawing stream, but a very particular stream. As you can see, if you look at the top of the board, I could tap it with my finger. You do a little bit of the tippy tap, but we got Vote Fairy back on the menu once again because it's that time of year, as I planned back in August after I said that the Vote Fairy campaign had concluded with success of reaching place 100 with the fairy. It is time once more to go and do it again. So, what better way to start a campaign than starting it early? So, today is the first of the Vote Fairy campaign. What are we doing today? We are doing Fairy Fashion February, the best way to go and kick off the Vote Fairy campaign by keeping people's eyes on the prize of pushing the fairy further than ever before. This year, our goal, or at least my goal, I'm not sure if you guys want to be participating in it or not. I would recommend that you do vote fairy. That's the whole point of the campaign. The goal this year is to go and reach rank 50. Our enemy in question is defeating Byakuran. So, she got rank 50 in the Touhou popularity poll last year, so best way to go and change things up is by going after her rank. That is the goal. We're going to go and try and push fairies even further than we did last year. Last year, fairies got place 101st, just below Lady White Rock and just in front of Momoyo, the centipede woman, by 1 point. Crazy is that, but that's the work of a community and that's the work of a proper campaign. Successful. Our goal last year was going to reach rank 100, but this year it's rank 50. Anyways, with that, how are we doing inside the chat today? Let's see, This just popped into my feed. New here, hello? Well, hello there. Nice. I can dig fairies? Yes, we can all dig fairies. In fact, that's the whole point, is to convince people to go and vote for fairy, to ensure that the fairy has proper representation inside the Touhou fandom. Because, once again, as it's been foretold for the past almost 3 decades, fairies were introduced in Touhou 4. But ever since Touhou 4, a fairy has been inside the game ever since then. So, essentially, fairies are one of the long-stay PC-98 characters, much like Yuka Kazami or Alice Murgatroyd. So, pretty much, fairies have been around for a long time, but they've always been neglected, until recently. I'm that one guy that managed to go and change that. Of course, with you guys also being that group of one guys to go and assist me in that change. So, I wish to go and do that change again this year by going even further. Hence, hashtag vote fairy. The fairies keep getting shot on for far too long, true and real, but we're trying to change that. People have caught wind of it from last time, and we're very confused about why were fairies so high up. Even Zune was confused as to why fairies were so high up. He said they're not special. They're not any sort of type of particular character. There's nothing to them. They're just a species. I'm just like, they're practically the base enemy of Touhou. It's like saying a Goomba is not important in the Mario franchise. I say otherwise. I find Goombas important. I find Koopas important. Without them, what do you get? What's more you going to stomp on? In Touhou, what's Reimu going to shoot at? Nothing, really, other than FOEs and Kadamas. So it's like, it's appreciated. I always did like the fairy characters, Star, Cerno in particular. Yes, now here's the difference in between Vote Fairy and the other fairies. Characters like Star Sapphire, Cerno, even characters like Lily White, and even, I believe, Lily Black? I don't believe Lily Black is a category, but still. Regardless, Clown Piece, Star Sapphire, Sunny Milk, Luna Child, Dayusi, they all have their own voting categories, but the fairy, the generic mob fairy, does not have a category. So, essentially, the campaign is to go and promote the generic mob fairy. So, I'm here only because I can't sleep on a school night, damn. Well, hopefully, if hopefully you could get some good sleep today. Hopefully I don't put you to sleep. If you do fall asleep, well, maybe I helped someone with their insomnia. My favorite character is Cerno because she's stupid. I see. But you see, you could add the fairy onto your voting roster. That's the whole idea. It's like, it's not a matter of making fairy the first vote, though it would be a good idea to go make fairy your first vote. But it's practically, you could still vote for your Cerno as your favorite character, but just put the fairy as a slot. You got 7 slots, so it's not much of a cutthroat decision as to whether vote for fairy or not. You see, that's how it goes. Oh, generic fairy. Okay, makes sense. Yeah. I like your designs in some of the fan games, Fantasy, Maiden Wars, for example. Yeah. Yep. Now, today we're going to be taking a particular fairy for fairy and utilizing her for Fairy Fashion February. Let me go and try and see where is it at? There she is. I grab this one. We're going to be using this fairy today. This is Tipsy, for everyone who does not know who Tipsy is. Tipsy is essentially a fairy OC that is based on the generic blue mob fairy inside the actual Touhou games. Essentially, all she is a lifted asset that I decided to go and customize. Now, at the same time, she's also just a mascot of this channel. But she's also a generic blue mob fairy, so she's kind of a little bit of everything. She encapsulates the blue fairies of Touhou, or just the generic fairies in general. She is there to represent the Vote Fairy campaign. And the best way to go and represent the Vote Fairy campaign is using her to go and get out into the bigger picture of society, mainly the Touhou fandom. And I came up with an idea from last year, fully devised, that came to me not really in a dream, came to me on a random Discord talk, that I should put Tipsy inside random clothing. So essentially, to go and display that the fairies are everywhere is to go and put fairies in random clothing from different types of franchises, fashions, and just making her look fun to look at. Hence the concept of Fairy Fashion February, because it's in February, it has fairies, and it's all just fun. Also, 28 days is better than 31 days. I don't get creatively burnt out that way. It's also not drawing for every day. I don't want to torture myself like that. It is posting an image every day for February for 28 days. And as it goes, pretty much I have one post for every day, and every day it will be advertising a different the same Tipsy, but in different clothing. All an advertisement for Vote Fairy campaign. That is indeed a fairy. Cute. Yes, indeed. But today, obviously, it's not February yet. It's still January, but it's best to go and get a head start. We're almost halfway through January. I know this month's been going by at a rapid fire speed. We're already in 2026. But we got to get a preemptive move on by getting ahead of the curve before the month gets ahead of us. And I figure it'd be best today to get started on Fairy Fashion February by doing our first doodles. I think probably, I'm going to try and see if I can get out 3. I don't think I'll be able to get out 3 today, but I could try and get out at least 2. At least 2. So that's the goal. We're going to try and do 2 Tipsies today. So, and the best way to do that is that we're going to do our first ones through recommendation. So, how it goes is that you guys can go and bring up stuff that looks cool, different types of styles or characters. Obviously, I have to agree to it. And then I have to go and look it up and everything like that. But I'm going to do it live on stream today. Recommendation to the drawing board kind of ordeal. So, with that, start coming up with characters that we like to go and see this fairy wearing, essentially. That's the whole idea. If you need need ideas for designs, I got a ton of fairy OCs. Well, you see, when it comes to the Fairy Fashion February, OCs are cool, but the idea is to go and use existing and recognizable characters. Like, for example, I take the Tipsy and I put her in like ballin'. Like, I put her in a basketball uniform, or I put her in the clothes of Reimu, which I've already done a Shy Maiden. So there are certain things I've already done. If not, I do have some pre-concepted slots in mind of what I wish to go and do this year for Fairy Fashion February. So don't be afraid or fret not if I can't properly select anything from the chat today. Tipsy is a Nien egg? Maybe not? Maybe not. That's a little bit... I don't know. I don't see how that really falls into any sort of type of creative fashion, but I mean, I did do something ridiculous last year. So, let's see what you guys have in mind. Let's see. Explains explains the sneakers. She just wears the drip. She just likes wearing drip. That's all it is. Other than that, she's just wearing the base clothing. Let me see. Let me get something up on the screen. So, like normal, if you guys have any suggestions, list them out right now, as I'll be getting MS Paint started up. Which, by the way, that's another thing. All the Fairy Fashion February drawings are drawn in MS Paint. So, that is the idea. The concept of Fairy Fashion February. So, let's see what you guys got. Let's see. I know YouTube lags with the chat and connection and whatnot, so it normally just takes a while for a chat to go and update. Let's see. I'm gonna crease them J's just because I can. Damn. Suwa cosplay. Let me see. Did I do Swako last year? Character. Tipsy. I'm checking. Because I'm not opposed to doing, oh, yep, I did. Look, I did a Swako last year. Here you go. Granted, my art style has been a little bit more updated in a sense since then. Granted, I still kind of draw the same, but you'll see her being a lot more, what do you say? A lot more tipsy-like? I don't know, a lot more refined. There we go. I don't know why I lost my pacing on that. Kiryu Kazuma cosplay. That would just be a red business suit, wouldn't it? DRG Dwarf Tipsy. Rockin' Stone. Alright. Comfy. I already did comfy clothes. It has to be like specific comfy clothes if that's the case. Let me see. Because some of these I've already done. Cerno, we need Cerno. I did Cerno. I did Cerno last year. Here you go. I did a clothing switch too. I also drew everyone's favorite Ice Fairy with it. So we got that. I'll just go and shrink this for right now. There we go. Yeah, so that one was already been done. Yippee. Yes, yippee indeed. Here, I'll go and give you a tipsy thumbs up. Look at that. So, let me think. What else? What about the dog? Oh, on tipsy? You know, I haven't done an on tipsy yet. That might be a good idea. Let me see, because let's see, how many Touhou designs Touhou swaps? I did 1, 2, 3 Touhou swaps last year. So I guess I could do 3 Touhou swaps this year. So I think on might be a good idea. People like on. Arf, arf, bork, 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 yah, yah. Y2K style, like Jet Set Radio. That's another thing, like switching out art style is not going to be a thing, but it's more about the clothing more than the art style. Tipsy as Remy or Flan? She was in your 19 animation eating a Borgar and tried to catch Reimu. Yes. Yume Nikki Tipsy? Yume Nikki. Yume Nikki. Maybe. The clothes look a little bit on the very generic side. But I could try that. I could try this. I'll put it up for consideration. I'll just start opening up tabs. Actually, let me go and open up the Kiryu Cosmo. Get out of here, you useless AI garbage. Let me see. Google, I swear to God, they love advertising their useless AI that they put too much money on. Anyways, Kiryu Cosmo. There we go. That one might actually be a good one. He has a good looking business suit. But I think I've already done Tipsy in a business suit like 3 times. But not for Fairy Fashion Pepper. I only did it once. Sorry, I don't know Touhou that well. Well, I mean, you did suggest to me on, so I'll go and put on there. You see what I did there? On Kumauno. There we go, we'll get on. It does not have to be Touhou theme in particular. So it could be something from a popular franchise, just like how he said, like Kiryu Cosmo could be a thing. Akatatsuki? Let's see, who's Akatatsuki? Copy. Images. Google image, do your work. Let's see. That is Naruto. Okay, so we got a Naruto recommendation. Interesting. Tipsy with dreadlocks. Well, I mean, it could be Tipsy with dreadlocks, but the thing is, like, it has to be, like, with something. Dante? Let's see, Dante. Dante, Devil, May Cry. Young Dante, or older Dante? This Dante looks good because he's wearing a shirt. he's wearing a shirt. I don't think we want to, well, I mean, we could probably do a Shiraishi. But, let's see. If not, I'm still voting Rosemi because of the flower vibe. Rosemi? Who's Rosemi? Rosalie? Or are you talking about Tipsy's, like, older original name before she was named Tipsy? Let's see. Rosemi. Touhou. Oh, you mean Doremi? Oh, wait, you're... Keisuni Ibaraki? Because of the flower vibe. Maybe you're thinking about Yuka. Yuka has flower vibe. Or then again, Kaisen also has flower vibe. She has a flower on her chest. DMC5 because that's his more generic outfit. Well, I mean, it could be the flamboyant outfits. Here, you know what? I should show you guys. I'm going to go to the starting soon screen because that way I could go and show you properly on all the Tipsies I did last year. It'd be easier than just showing them one by one. Here, we're going to the starting soon screen. Let me go to... Where is it at? C-Day, Toponium, Pear, Shore, Fumo Fall, starting soon. Tip spec. Yeah, here you go. So here you can see all the... These are all the Fairy Fashion February Tipsies from last year that I assembled into one what do you say? Composition? I guess? I don't know how to go and find it better than that. But you can see right here all the Tipsies I drew. So this can get you like a good idea as to like what constitutes a proper fairy costume in a sense. You see what I'm talking about? Or DMC2. That's his more dripped out outfit. Let's see. Devil May Cry. Dante Devil May Cry 2. DMC2! Yeah, that's definitely some drip. I do see the drip on this outfit. I might consider it. Yeah. Though all I know at DMC2 is just a horrendous game. But still, at least the drip is good. Facts. Let's see. Is that a Gopnik Tipsy? Yes, there is a Gopnik Tipsy right there holding a bottle of vodka as she's dancing. So, we already did Gopnik Tipsy, yes. We also did a Pokemon Tipsy. Someone suggested me doing a Petalil. Or no, Lilligant. Petalil's the pre-evolution. You got the Chibidoki already? Nice. Yes, I did. That one was based on a vote from last year where it was like a VTuber vote. It was a selection between, who was it? It was Gargura, Chibidoki, Kason, or Pippa Pipkin. Those are the 4 choices. So I think this year I might bring up the other choices again, but I might switch out Gura for Saba since obviously she graduated. So, but with that, we also got a couple of other ones. We got some military themed ones. Obviously, you see there's a Tipsy flying around holding a gun. We even have a winged Hussar Tipsy. We got our let's see. There's a Luigi Tipsy over there. Cowboy Tipsy, baseball Tipsy. What was that? Like a goth girl Tipsy. So we got a fair selections of Tipsies to go and work off of. So for whatever is there, we can go with. But I think for right now, McDonald's Tipsy. You know, that doesn't sound like a bad idea since we do have a lot of Touhou x McDonald's crossovers. That's a brilliant idea. I could put her in the generic McDonald's uniform for Japan. JP McDonald uniform. Yeah. That would actually make sense. That's you know that's a deep cut, because if there's one thing I can show you right now, let's go to the tablet. In fact, if I go to the tablet, we're gonna move some stuff around here very quick. Let's go and get our thing right up there. You're gonna get a flashbang from Google Images. All right, there you go. We have, if I go into MS Paint, my super advanced art making program. And I go on to, I think it was my Discord had it. Yeah. I already shared it on Twitter earlier. But we got this. I'm gonna screen cap that. I'm gonna go and hear a funny sound, but I go into MS Paint. Where's my mouse? There it is. Control V. Look at this. JP McDonald's are up to something. When it comes to Bad Apple, they put Bad Apple in everything. So, what better way to do it than putting Bad Apple in your chicken nuggies? The Bad Apple nuggies. They're on the horizon. Let's see. McDonald's Tippy. Tipsy cosplaying Tekken 5 lead Sheldon. The Tipsy jump scare. Yes, that is my desktop background. Look at that. She's beautiful. Anyways, so with enough of that, I think I got a fair amount of selections for right now. So let's go, and I think we'll do the 2 easiest ones. The easiest one right now, because then again, a lot of these seem to be pretty easy, with the exception of Dante, I think. Dante's probably going to be the only complicated one, but I think for right now, we could start out simple, and we could try doing On. Because On just wears very simple clothes. She's wearing shorts, sandals, and a button-up shirt with a big heart on it. So, I think maybe starting out with this might be the best initiative way to get started on a Fairy Fashion February. And then we could follow it up with Tipsy putting the fries in the bag. Yes, I think that's how it will be. Tipsy putting the fries in the bag, literally, in the most defining way. Working at McDonald's in Japan. Alright, let's get started on it. So, First things first, I always go from a referential image, and the best, just to go and get her body shape. And when I mean like body shape, I mean like trying to go get like a consistent design in her frame structure every single time. And I have a few images that get her full body shape down, but if there's one that I think works best, it's probably the Zundamon one or the Luigi one. Damn, I could have said Tipsy as the Dragonborn from Skyrim or as Mega Man. Oh, well, surprise, surprise, I do have a Mega Man plan. So you'll be satisfied with that one. My goal is to not only just do campaign advertisement, but also to satisfy people who like Tipsy and fairies and other things. You know, do like deep pools sometimes. But let's get started on drawing our first Fairy Fashion February Tipsy, shall we? We'll initiate it by doing the dog. We're going to figure out what the dog doing. So let's go and bring out our Zundamon Tippy. Do not save. I'm going to go and scroll this out. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to go and do a save as very quick just to make sure I do not save over anything else. So let's see. Fairy Fashion February. This is going to be FFF. We're going to put a number 2 on it, and this is going to be just number 1. FFF number 1. Let's get started. So we got our Tipsy right here. Like normal, when I do any sort of type of drawing, you're going to start seeing me doing frames while I'm drawing in MS Paint. By the way, just as a confirmation, this is MS Paint. It's not just an overlay. It's actually MS Paint. Yes. So here we go. Let's get started. So first things first, we got our. Oh, another thing. I need to go and bring up a on image, just so we can go and get a referential as to who we're working with right now. I will save image as, save to there. Image has been saved. We're going to go and bring the doggo on to the screen. See what I did there? Well, we'll get rid of... No, I keep the 3D Tipsy right there. But here's what we're drawing right now. We're drawing this dog. Look at her. She's beautiful. Anyways, let's get started. Like I said, I get started with frame, and what I'm using this Tipsy for is to go and get her body reference, essentially. So I get like everything in proportion. Everything's the correct size, correct height. I'm going to start off by removing just the wings very quick, because I'm not going to need that. It's going to get in the way. I just need to start off with a perfect, quote-unquote, perfect circle. I always say perfect circle. It's never perfect. You can never do a perfect circle. But there's a charm. There's a charm in that. But also, I want to go and make sure that her... You know what? Maybe we could also put her in the on pose. Or maybe something like a unique pose. Let me look up another... Posing is always a thing that throws me off sometimes. But let's see. I'm looking for poses. You know, I'll do the Touhou 19 pose. Let's see. We'll do it like that. Touhou 19 pose. So, let's get started with the head. Circle time. There we go. Do it easy. I'm doing it easy for right now. And I'm going to extend the top part out, because every time I draw Tipsy, for some reason her head comes out squishy. I don't like her head being squished down. I need it like kind of square shape, but not like 100%. Alright. Let's see, that's about the right size in comparison to what I'm drawing. Let's see. Oh, I will continue to remind you of the drawing of the other Touhous in Sunflower Fairy outfits, even though I know you know. I do know. I do most definitely know. I think, I think next stream I might actually do that whole drawing. It's gonna take a while. That's the reason why I might not do it on stream. I might do part of it on stream, but not the whole thing on stream. just because that's a lot of characters to draw. But I do have poses in mind for him. I'm thinking of a Super Sentai pose. You know, like Power Rangers? Yeah. That's the idea that I have right now. So, I'm going to go off for On's Touhou 19 sprite in the meantime. Alright. Then also, it may not be 100% accurate to this Tipsy that you see on the right, but I think if I draw this Tipsy in a way that's satisfactory to me, then I think I might use this Tipsy that I'm drawing right now as future references for other Tipsies. Then again, I still have my Tipsy reference chart, which I could always go back to. That's a mere suggestion right now. So I'm going to do like this, do like that, and then put one leg up, goes down like that. It's always when you're doing framework, it never looks good in the beginning until you got something solid to work with. So. Also, I realized that the Touhou 19 on pose is a very strange pose, so I'm going to go and fix that up a little bit. Her legs are, like, all over the place. You may not see it, but I see it. Oh my god, that sounds peaky. Yeah, that's what I had in mind. It'd be best to go and do that, and then just have a big explosion in the background that just says Vote Fairy on it. I want to get into Super Sentai, but I can never get over the Power Rangers, because that's my childhood. I mean, that's fine. That's fine. I mean, they're still. I think they're still doing Power Rangers today. So I mean, there's nothing stopping you from getting into Power Rangers or going deeper into Power Rangers. I've never really been into like Super Sentai stuff, but it does look cool when you see it from the outside inward. It's probably I think in an alternate universe, I probably would have been very much into Super Sentai because I was very much into like mecha stuff and robots when I was a kid. Nowadays, I'm not really into it anymore. I think it's probably just a phase for me. But back then, I was drawing robots all the time. I was drawing a lot more machine characters. Nowadays, I just draw anime women. Nowadays, I just draw anime women. That's all I do. Mainly Touhou girls. It's my current obsession. It's not a phase, Mom. It's not a phase. I'm going to reposition her head. We're going to go and change up her body a little bit just so we can go and get that proper S-curve in there. Maybe downsize. Well, we're going to downsize her head a tad. There we go. And I want to maybe elongate her body more. Her hips are too wide for right now. I'm going to narrow those out. There we go. I want to lengthen her legs too. Nope. Stop that. Stop that! Random selections are unnecessary. I'm going to try and get her back foot. There we go. Get the bottom of the heel right here. Do a foot like that. Draw a square going straight down. Connect it straight up there. This is our inner foot. Toe's going to be right there. There we go. Switch this around. Gotta make... Even though she's supposed to be in dog uniform, she gotta have the dogs out. That's the whole goal of On, I guess. There you go. I'm gonna stretch out her body more. Maybe pull it over this way. There we go. Also, another one is that... Wait, did I do... I think I did the TF2 Scout already. Let me see, Tipsy. Yes, I did TF2 Scout, but it was not for Fairy Fashion February, which does not count. Let me see. Chat, we have to vote Fairy. Yes, we do. Hey, weird idea, but Tipsy in a Kasane Tato costume would be fun. I did do Hatsune Miku last year, I think. Did I? Yes, I did. Right here, if I bring it onto the screen. Here is a Miku Hatsune Tipsy from last year, but, you know, I think since Kazune Teito is relevant, it'd be best to go and do it again, I guess. But, obviously different posing. Maybe adapt it to one of Teito's more popular songs that does not involve the usual Teito costume. Do Teito this year? Yeah, no, I think that's fair. I think adding Teito onto the list. You know, here, I'm just going to write it down. Teito. Alt costume. Because, I mean, I could do it in her most recent updated version. We gotta do Teito. Alright, so we'll confirm a Teito on there. But I think another one I'm gonna confirm. I think... Well, obviously, what is it? JP. Mickey D's. Nuts. There we go. JP McDonald's. And... I think I might confirm Dante. DMC2. Drawing this will probably be more fun than playing that game, though I think about it. But, even though I never played it, I've just heard it's horrendous. Horrendous experience. But let's see. So, these ones, I think, are pretty much confirmed for right now. I would think a Bonky cosplay would look good on her. There's absolutely no bias in this statement. Oh, sure. But let me go and do an extra one that should be most definitely confirmed. And that should be something that I haven't drawn yet. So I just checked through. So Goku Gi. I haven't done Tipsy and a Gi yet. So just DBZ. Gotta get the Toriyama fans on my side. This is another one that's confirmed for anyone that's wondering. Mega Man. I do plan on doing a Mega Man this year. And as well as also whatever miscellaneous pandering to the oldie DBZ fan. Well, I mean, the idea was put in my head by him, but generally I was thinking about doing a DBZ character initially, but I couldn't really figure out which one. I was planning on doing one of the female ones, but George recommended that I do a Goku. So, you know how it is. DMC2 had the best fits, actually, especially the Diesel outfits. Interesting. Classic or X? I'm thinking probably classic, but based on either the Mega Man 11 or a Mega Man 8 design. That's what I'm thinking. So, for those who are wondering on my current lineup, Mega Man X style Tipsy would be really cool. I know, but I think it'd be more fitting for Tipsy to be wearing just Rock's usual regular costume. So, hello there, fellow chatter. Hello there. Oh wait, that's AT Thunderbolt, the Thunderbolt. But yes, these right here, I think for right now, these are all in theory confirmed. No Street Fighter Mega Man. No god. No shitty box art Mega Man. I could do that as an alt. That'd be funny. Just make an alt. I mean, I could do coloring alt, really. Now, let's go and clean this up very quick. How do I do this? There we go. Getting inseams are difficult sometimes. Maybe I want to pick up her leg. Her... How's this looking like right now? Looks good. It could be better. It could be better. And I think it starts by picking up her knee more. We're going to pick up her foot. Go right out here. Maybe that's too high. Maybe a little bit less elevated. I want to make sure that both feet can be seen, so. Because that way, because the reason why sometimes you want to have both feet be seen is because it looks awkward when it just gets cut off. So in order to make sure it doesn't get awkwardly cut off, I can show a little bit from behind. Like that. Because if I were to, so say, put it right here, then the foot just randomly cuts off. It's like, where's her foot? Does she have a foot there? What's her other foot look like? I don't know. It's a full body image, but you can't see both of them dogs. What's the world coming to? Alright. Both dogs on the dog on a ferry. I'm gonna make her body more square. I do like this pinch design, but I think maybe going a little more cubical might be beneficial for this. There you go. Oh wait, I'm not on my on image anymore. I need my proper on image. There you go. For some reason, her hands on in the 19 pose, her hands are like this. I'm like, wait, what? That's a little awkward. I'll change up that shape. Idea for an outfit from an old anime like niche, like Squid Girl, Nichijou, Azumanga, something like that along those lines. I mean, I already did that last year. I did Konata from Lucky Star, but doing something like Squid Girl would be more possible because at least Squid Girl, she wears Ika, she wears a unique outfit. So the girls from Azumanga Daioh and Nichijou, they just wear generic schoolgirl outfits. So it's kind of hard to go and make like a schoolgirl outfit look 100% unique and identifiable on a different character that's not supposed to be on. It might just be my inability to do so, so it might just be limited by me. I might be limiting myself by a lack of imagination. But from how I see it, it's kind of hard to go and work with schoolgirl uniforms in general. Because it's like once you've seen one, you kind of see them all in a way. Joe putting the toe in Touhou. Of course. Wait, maybe I could put one hand up like this. Or maybe... Wait. Put one down, put one up. There we go. Alright, now let's get our hands down. Our handiwork! Are those hands... Those hands are arced inward, so... I might want to push this push this outwards. Get me my select, you bastard! Sometimes you gotta fight MS Paint. I think that's one of the things about MS Paint that I hate, but also appreciate. You have to fight the program. You can't... One does not simply draw in MS Paint. You have to fight MS Paint. Every drawing's a different battle. One that must be achieved through sheer wit, tenacity, and determination. Alright, need to pull our fingers forward. There we go. In theory, I'm drawing the fingers. Pull that forward. Pull the whole hand forward because I don't think a hand shaped like that. There we go. Got muted up with the wrist. Shorten that hand. Her arms are a little bit on the long side. I'm best better shorten. I feel old now. I need some comfort. Bobo. Let's see. What does Bobo wear? What does he wear again? He wears like some kind of slick looking 1970s style outfit, but it's kind of generic clothing. I'm not sure about this one. I mean, granted, it's recognizable if it's being put on a very muscular dude. I don't think it would work on a fairy. Mr. Muscle Man and his golden afro and magical nose hairs. Yes. Alright, let's go back. Let me go back to on. Oh wait, that's my music. Is that on Sound Loop? It is. I need on. Give me dog. Where'd dog go? Oh wait, it's on the bubble. I looked at bubble. My apologies. There we go. We're back on that. Cool. Alright, let's get started. Since now we have the pose down, I could probably fix her shoulders one last time.
If there's one last thing I should do, is probably fix her shoulders and on to make sure that it's not too lengthy or too out of shape.
There we go. Alright, let's get started on that. So, she has a collar, neck collar, ironically enough. Not like a collar, but like a polo shirt. Yeah, she wears like a button-up. It's also unbuttoned? No, it's buttoned up to the top. Oh, wait. What I can do, I can put her inside that one McDonald's, the new McDonald's anime girl mask. That's what I can do. We'll do that next. I'm thinking ahead of myself. Getting ahead of myself. Gotta give myself that enthusiasm. It gives me energy. Just like this black coffee that I'm drinking right now. Start black coffee. Delicious. There we go. Maybe not right there, but it's kind of, yeah. Due to how her body's angle, I should probably do it like so. It also conforms to her body as well. So I just want to get in there with some tight line work that conforms to the shape of her torso. You can go back through the corrections later. Go. I would need to go and figure out what the name of that one girl is, though. Well, then again, I could probably just look her up. Japanese McDonald's mascot. Yeah. My mind is set in a different place right now. It's like a unique form of brain rot in a sense. I'm gonna reposition her button up. Alright, so she has a big dog heart on her shirt. There we go. One button, two button. Alright. She also has like these flame patterns on her. I might wait to put those on until the very end. Try that again. There we go. Do this one first, actually. Up, around, pick that up, go around, go down. There we go. Mucho bettero. Covering up that foot just slightly, that's fine. So as long as I'm not blocking it out entirely, that's what really matters. Would a bamboo fairy be super buff, or would they be normal with a bamboo face? Or would they just have glorious nose hair? Oh, Bobobo face. Oh, would a Bobobo fairy, oh, okay, I don't know why I read that as bamboo. Would a bamboo fairy, Bobobo, brain dead, that's me. Bobobo fairy be super buff, or would they be normal with a Bobobo face? Or would they just have glorious nose hair? Can't tell if Curse is scared. Gonna lurk now. Alright. Thank you for giving me brain damage, but yes, I don't know. That's the answer that you seek. I don't know, and there's something leaking out of my nose. It's kind of pink colored. It might be my brain. I might have lost a couple of brain cells trying to read that, but it's not your fault. It is most definitely me. At least I have at least 2 brain cells to rub together in order to go and finish the drawing right now. Blah, blah, blah. Oh yeah, also, that's another one. That is another one. Another tipsy that I have confirmed is this. There, Mayano Top Gun. that's another confirmed tipsy. So we got at least one Uma Musume adaptation for fairy. So for you guys that like Umas, I got you covered. I got you, boy. I got you horses. You want horses? I got you horses. This is gonna be twisted. She's gonna be twisting about. There you go. The reason why is just because she has like a similar appearance to Tipsy. She's a small orange girl, and that's pretty much it. Small girl with orange hair. That's good enough to go and fit criteria for a Tipsy. Oh god, not Umas. I've had enough of the Umas. That's it. I had enough of the Umas. I am unsubscribing. This very moment. My fingers on the button. I do it out of my own personal interest. Own personal interest of the small orange horse. Tipsy Soy Jack when? Fairy Soy Jack's like the is this you kind of ordeal. I don't think that'd be a Fairy Fashion February thing because the Soy Jack doesn't really wear any clothes. I mean, I'm gonna fix that color. It looks a little weird. It looks a little weird. Yeah, flatten out. There we go. See, look at that. We're almost done here with drawing this tippy tap. I just need to go and finish her feet up and her sandals. I'll draw the sandal first because they're getas. That's the name of the funny block sandal. It's called geta. Go. But as for Tipsy Soy Jack, I don't think you're going to get that one, Con. Maybe on non-Fairy Fashion February time. But not now. Unless if you wish to make one yourself. I mean, we live in the age of the shitpost, so I mean, anything's possible. If it's copyable, it's possible. Let's get that back heel. All right. Lastly, let's get this foot down. This one does not need all the digits on the toes. Just needs that wraparound piece. There we go. Alright, let's go and do her head very quick. I might need to move. I'm going to move her head a little. Move her head right there. Drop her chin. There we go. That way she matches the pose. Garfield Fairy now in the works once I stop procrastinating. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, brother. I think one thing I should put on is I should probably put the fake ear, or the ears that On has, which are made out of stone, but I should put a like a stone party hat on her. Something to go and represent the horn that On has on her head. I know that Tipsy already has long hair, so I could utilize that. Go. Alright, let's go and pick that up, bring it around town. Goes on the other side. Just on the other side. Alright, there you go. Also, if you guys want to join in on Fairy Fashion February by drawing your own versions of Fairy, you can. You can. There's nothing stopping you. Nothing stopping me from stopping you and stopping that car from going vroom vroom by my window at very incredibly high speeds and sounds. Yeah. So if you want to go and draw a funny fairy in funny outfits, you can. I'm going to try and get this little curve on the face. Nope, nope, almost had it. Almost had it. There we go. Participation is allowed. It's included. Or included? Permitted? Something that's not illegal. That's the definition. It's not illegal to draw fairies. Oh, yes. I pray for the delay. I pray for the day someone does a gold ship tipsy. I would have done a gold ship tipsy, but I feel like my Ano Top Gun is more fitting for the tippers. Fix her hair here. Pull it up, pull it down. There we go. I'm going to bring up a tipsy reference here. I know I have a tipsy reference on the side, but I want to go and see how would I draw a normal tippy top in this current time era, this current era of 2026. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, that seems about right. Yeah. All right, cool. Now you keep on drawing on. But I'm going to try and rearrange Tipsy's hair to be more like on, so I just drop it right here. Oh wait, the hair's going this way, so go up, that, out, like that. So it's kind of like she has like a back cut, and then it still has like the rest of her usual hair shape. So now gotta go up and around. Pick that up. Go right there. Go right there. Go up like that. Tipsy has a lot of hair, if you're wondering, so that's why. That's why it fits for on. I don't know what I was going to say. I was going to say something a lot more profound, but it didn't come out right. I tripped on my words. Tripped on that delivery. What a horrible delivery. 0 out of 10. 0 out of 10. This Tipsy has a lot more hair than usual. That's fine. That is one of the exceptions. I can change up Tipsy's hairstyle, but she still has to kind of like keep it long in a sense. She can't really like trim it all the way back. Because at that point we'd be getting to the realms of like almost like being a different character. Because she'd be losing her generic outline shape that she has applied to her, in a sense. Maybe shorten this. We'll shorten this. I want to pull that back, slip it back in there. Yeah, right about there. Oh, I lost a pixel. Don't want to lose any special pixels. No way. No. Bring this back up. Let's go and connect that line. Hello there, fellow child. Hello. Have you done a Megaman Tipsy, or did I imagine that? No, I've not done a Megaman Tipsy, but I have drawn Megumin before. Just regular old Megaman. It wasn't a Tipsy, it was just a regular old Megaman. She was wielding a Claymore plushie. Because explosives. Bring that up this way, bring it up and around. Oh wait, I know what I could do. I could bring her bow out this way. She still has to have her bow on. That's one of the major requirements for drawing a Tipsy. She's got to have that bow. But one thing I can do is I could do this. I'm going to make this red. I'm going to do that. I'm going to put the horn on, and I'm going to put little lines going around. Maybe like a party hat, or maybe I could just put the hat, maybe show that it's like made out of like cardboard or something. There we go. Put a little piece of tape on it. That should work. And get the general shape, and then I'll do this. A little scratchy scratch. Get that little defining tape on there. Alright. Next we're going to do her bow. Oh, actually, I'm going to move this hat. Put it over there. That way I don't accidentally draw the bow over the hat that I just drew. That'd be a very dumb idea. Very unsmart. Very uncouth. Very unintelligent. Very, very low IQ of me. Let me go and do this. Gotta make her on mic, as one might say. Here we go. Keep that red. Chop that down right there. And thus we have our line work. Let's go and do the fun method of extracting the fairy from the framework. Oh, that didn't work. Gotta do it twice. Sometimes it doesn't want to work for you, but you can force it. I can force it. That's wrong color. I can't force it. I'm terrible. MS Paint magic at its finest. Rightio. How we looking here? How we looking here? Let me zoom out. She's looking good, but her head is not round enough. I could fix that by actually doing the opposite. Instead of pulling it upwards like what I normally do, I could pull it sideways. Right about there. Right about there. That looks good to me. It's probably about 5 by 2 treasure. That's better than that. There you go. Like that. Boom. Remove this. Remove you. Remove you. Let's go and try and get her shape, her facial shape in there. I think I had something close. It's not correct. Not good enough. Not good enough for me, at least. I'm going to try a frame flip after this. Yeah, I'm going to do a frame flip right now. Flip horizontal. Let's see. How is she looking flipped? Ah, I see. It's the outside. It's over here. It's over this side. It's unbalanced, but maybe I could balance out by drawing this cheek very quick. We'll try it again. Just erase all this, all the way up here, and we'll draw it again. Nope. Go up again. Try it again. There we go. I had to do a little bit of locking in on that. Just a little bit, not too much, not too much. Don't want to get overtly sweaty while drawing. No, no, no. No, no, no. Maybe I want to pull this inwards. Pull that inwards right about there. Put it down right there. Let's get rid of that green. Maybe fix this shoulder. There we go. I mean, granted, we have a giant break on the drawing right now, but it's all a matter of trying to get things looking right. This is also why you flip your canvas every once in a while. If you feel like there might be something off on your drawing, or you're just like, I might need a second opinion on something, flipping your canvas is very important. Let's see. Right here. Fix this poopy looking line work. This isn't Goku. What if I told you that if I were to go over here, you would see a little something, a little something on the pipeline? What do you think about that? Anyways, let's go back. Let's go back to drawing not Goku right now. Gotta get the back of her head. There we go. I did. But I'm just gonna... Actually, wait, I can just black that out. Yep. There we go. Easy. Easy! As I say, as I take, like, too much time. Too much time. Too much essence. Too much stress and pain. It burns. The bangles. Was that a Black Doom voice? Black Doom from Shadow the Hedgehog? From the Sonic the Hedgehog series? Featuring Sonic the Hedgehog? Yes. There we go. Let's get that. And then make everything blue. How are we looking here? Alright. Maybe I'm gonna round the back of her head more. There we go. Fix this undercurve. Man, these highways are looking awfully radical. Damn, where are we at? Radical Highway?
No, we're in San Francisco.
Wow, it's like Radical Highway.
No, it's San Francisco, Sonic.
Alright, let's see. Push this up, go up like this. There we go. Those hands look about the same size, either that or I'm just dyslexic. Let's go and blacken that out. We're almost done with this tipsy. Almost done. There's one thing I need to do. I need to do some defining points on the tipsy. That being, you gotta put the wings on. That's a requirement that I should really stand up to. I haven't been standing up to much as recent, but something I must definitely do is put her wings on. First things first, let's go and get first number wing. Wing number 1. Let's see, right here. Wing number 1. Right out here. Copy, pasta, flip that around. Wing number 2. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to rotate 90 degrees. Maybe not. I could just draw another one, of course. Let me see. So I'm just gonna do it like that. Shift it down. Further down. Yes, perfect. Oh, try it again. There we go. Oh, one last try. One last try. Well, it's one last try. There we go. Flip that around, going up like that. Yeah, that looks good. Ugh. Yeah, that's right. That looks right to me. That looks right to me, of course. Yes. Let's go and keep these wings on the separate end for right now. I almost just flashbanged my own screen. That would have been glorious to watch. But I did not. I totally did not. Anyways, we got Tipsy's hair color already on the ready, so let's get coloring. Let's go. Thankfully, I already have everything I need. Oh, even a flashbang, what is that? Oh, there's a missing pixel there. Criminy. Yep, missing pixel. See, I can be efficient, I swear. I swear I can be efficient. Don't underestimate myself like I normally do. Today I will not. Today's the day. I don't underestimate myself at all. Alright, let's see. Confidence. Competence. Not incompetence. Only confidence. Steam claims. Alright. I need another line right there. Yahoo! It's a Tipsy drawing stream? Yes, it is! We're drawing Tippy right now. We're drawing Tipsy as On from Touhou. Oh, that was supposed to be an eyedropper. That's supposed to be an eyedropper. There we go. I don't know why I did that, but it did. Alright. Paint bucket, help me out. Don't fail me. Do not fail me, paint bucket. I request your assistance right now. One thing I do not have access to is probably going to be the default Tipsy color, so I'm going to go and pull in a full-on colored Tipsy right this very moment. And we'll go with this one. Hear a funny sound, but you're going to see a funny fairy. There we go. I just need her color reference because this Tipsy does not have the color references on her that I need. Very inconvenient, but she does have perfect posture and perfect posing. There we go. Gotta get that dog energy on her, right? Of course. This is gonna be gray. This can be silver. Showing that's a piece of tape. Rich Tipsy stolen onto outfit. Oh no. The oppression, the dog oppression is dog abuse. You're making it sound like it's dog abuse. You're incorrect. It's not true. It's not true. Fake news. All right, let me go and bring it on from my reference image. Say pictures. Bring in the dog. We're bringing the dog into MS Paint. I need the dog. I need to be dogging. Control V. We're gonna lift her color palette straight out of here. Or wait. Let me check something else. Let me check something else real quick. 9, 14. I need character. Where's my character? There we go. This one's better. We'll go with this one. Yeah, this one's better. Control Z, Control V. There we go. This is the dog that I remember. Let's go not smash that Tipsy reference. Put it right there. We need this color Sure. Let me bring up the other on reference just to go and make things accurate, of course. Alright. Excellent. See, when I already have an existing color palette for a character that I've drawn before, I just use the color palette, man. It just makes life so much easier. That's one thing I can recommend to you people, for you people that don't know what colors to go and use. And just once you find a good color to work with, just go with it, stick with it. And anytime you draw that same character ever again, just do like what I do. Drag it in the program and use the eyedropper tool. Saves so much time than trying to figure out the colors. Time savers. Alright. Alright, now what I'm going to make one slightly darker. I'm going to do the insides. I started using the paint bucket, and it speeds everything up so much. Yes, it does. Especially when you close the lines and everything like that. Or there's no anti-aliasing, like how I do. Oh, it makes life so much easier. I'm stretching, by the way. Gotta get that stretch in there. Oh, always stretch, always stay hydrated. Get rid of that wondrous muscle pain. The tenses. Untense yourself, yes. Alright, let's see. This should be a very particular stretch. I would highly recommend. Alright, I'm gonna take this. The heart is gray. Next, we're gonna go and take, is this the correct white? That's not what. It is eggshell. Cool. Make that color. That color, and then we could take care of the white flames are on his clothes. They're like what do you say, like flames almost. I think that's what they're supposed to be. Up like that, around. Up again. Connect right there. Okay. Not sure if I'm going to outline these, but I don't think it'd be necessary to do so. I was thinking about playing Factorial all day at work, but then I got home. I'm too tired. Yeah, I'm too tired to Factorial. The factories mustn't grow. Well, the factories must grow, but not today. Today we rest. In the factory, it continues to produce. Let's see. Also gotta do her arms right here. I think what I could do is I could do like bluish gray to go and indicate the swirls are supposed to be there, because this method I can't really do that, but I could try and do the best I can. Let's go and shift this to this blue. There we go. And go right here. Start here, connect down here. There we go. Go down there. This is already defined, so I don't need to do anything with that. Like so, just right. Alright, now we could do the same thing, but on the bottom area. The flames on here are a lot more of an intense red, it seems, so I can bring up the saturation, and that should do it. Let's see, how does it look like on the big screen? Let me try. Alright. Bring my on reference up here. That's the wrong on. That's a good on. That's the correct on. Melty face? What do you mean melty face? What is there to be melty about? There's no melting in my chip. Only I I can melt. Only I can melt from back pain. There you go. Alright. Up and around. Pick it up, go down, up and around. I'm focusing a little more. I'm going to go and go up and squiggly do. Doodly do. Right about there. Fill these in. Alright, how's that look so far? Alright, so what I can do right here, I could probably just do that. Yeah, there we go. Just kind of trim them off, because they're a little bit too much hard of a transition, so if the transition is too hard, then it looks a little uncanny. No biggie, no problem, for me at least. So right here, go up, and around, go right here. Up and around, wrap that right there. That one's covered, don't need to worry about it. We got a double right here. Ooh boy, a double. Oh baby, a double. Can we get a triple? Yes, we can. Don't say I can't. I am back. Hello. I melt from back pain as well. Well, maybe you should get a stretch. Maybe you should drink a Gatorade. You know, get some electrolytes inside your body. That's what I do. That's what I do when I am in absolute anguish. Absolute destruction, pain in my spine region. My espalda is mucho paino. Yes, I did butcher the Spanish language. Of course I did. Why? Because I suck at speaking Spanish. I do not attempt to do it unless if it's inside my chat. But yes, to that of fixing back pain, lickety-split, it's normally best recommended to go and drink a sports drink. Not an energy drink, a sports drink. I know, there's a division between a sports drink and an energy drink. One has salt in that water that's good for you, and the other one just has stuff that's not generally good for you, and it's battery acid. After your back blown out like that, well, I've had my back being utterly destroyed by muscle spasms before, because that ain't fun. But generally, when you just experience like standard back pain, that's like when you just go out, you go and get a stretch, you do a little twisty twist, and then you get back to what you're doing. Really bad back pain, like from muscle spasms, that's like where you go and have to go and hydrate. You're not hydrating, that's what I keep on getting told. It's annoying as hell. But once you get the salts in you, the good salt, it starts going away. It's a slow process. But the muscles, they have to untangle. Let's see, how are we looking here? Yeah, that looks like on. Look at that. That's great. One thing's less. Let's go and put her face on. I'm gonna go and put her wings. Apply the tipsy wings. Alright. Do one wing at a time. I like doing one wing at a time, because if I do two wings at a time, there's a chance I can mess up on the placement. And I chopped off her foot. There we go. Let's put this down. Yeah, right about here. There we go. Bring it back up. It's gonna bring it back up. Right about here. There we go. Lastly, let's go and put her face on. I have it open tipsy mouth right there, so usually it's that color. Let's see. Here's how I'll torture you. Number 1, the nerve harvester. What? I tried using Gatorade after sweating a lot, but I never noticed anything from it compared to water. Other than it is tasty. Ampersand. Damn. Damn. What a response. Ampersand. Alright. Okay. Let's go and get her face on. Big chonky eyes. No. It's gonna lift them up. They're going to show the happiness. She's happy. Happy fairy. Yeah, there we go. That'll do. That's attached to that skin area. Might want to redo her mouth. Oh, it's connected. Tiny little pixel right there. There you go. Let's remove this. Change to black. Maybe I might want to push her eyes apart a little bit more. Maybe I could do a micro selection. We'll do micro selection. Zoom. That'll work. I'm just gonna fill in the rest. Alright, next just gonna put her eyebrows on. Let's go with her mouth color. Grab that. And lastly, let's just go and color in that fang. Yeah, the yaiba. We need the yaiba. There we go. We got it. We got it. Look at that. We got our first Fairy Fashion February Tipsy ready and raring to go. So, one thing I think I'm gonna fix just before we call it a Tipsy, a full completed Tippy, I'm gonna fix this wing because it's a little wonky. White, color that white. We need this color back, put that back in there. Put that black in there. There we go. There we go. That's a Tipsy right there. I'm gonna save that. Oh, hello there. Hello there, fellow chatter. Let's see. Jotun, can you add a third Tipsy small bottom left? Oh, a third one? You want them to multiply? All right, sure. Let's just do that right there. We now got a Tippy family. There we go. Fairy family. Radical Tipsy, yes. But there you go. We got on done. Oh, oops. Didn't mean to do that. I meant to go and select it. Let's go and select it. I'm gonna save. And I'm gonna scroll this out of the way. Because now we got on complete. Just going over here. Alright, let's see. So my next one was going to be JP McDonald's. That was a confirmed one that I said I was definitely going to do because I have an idea for this one. So, I'm going to move my Auto Top Gun down to here. There we go. So Control X that. McDonald's, JP McDonald's. Alright. So let me go and look up. I'm going to look up that one girl. Let's see. JP McDonald's anime mascot girl. Here she is. Let's see. What is her name? Anime girl cosplay. What's her name? I need a name. I need a target. Come on. Her name is Imadaki Dabuchi Tambemi. That's a long name. Imadaki Dabuchi Tambemi.
Okay then.
Let me go and type that in. Dake Buchi Ta Bemi. Bemi-chan. Let's see. Size, tool, size, large. So we could get the size of the image that's in high quality and not in terrible 240p. There we go. Wait, can I save this? Save image as. Is this gonna be WebP? No, it's a JPEG. Cool! I like things are. I like it when things are not in WebPs. WebPs are a curse to society. A curse to society, I tell you. All right. Let's see. Cerno McDonald, tipsy. That's right. Radical tipsy indeed. Question: do you do commissions at all? I have a fairy OC, vote fairy. I do commissions, though they are closed for the time being, just because I have too many things to go and do. And adding commissions onto my plate would take up too much time, even though I know it's money. But unfortunately, I can't make the money properly because I don't have enough time to go and work on commissions, because I do have like an IRL job that I do. So unfortunately, with scheduling, I do streaming, and then also I'm working on an animation at the same time. It would just be another thing to be thrown onto my plate that I would never get done. Unfortunately. I would like to do commissions again. I was planning on opening them back in December, but too much came up. There's too much that got in the way in December. Too much that got in the way in November. I'm just like, oh, my schedule's just going to keep on being packed up. I need to go and make sure I can at least open up commissions again, because that's how I get good dosh. Drawing for others is fun. Getting paid for it's better. Let's see. Let's go and bring in. When you decide to open them, let the homies know. True. Time is the most valuable resource. Oh, most definitely. Let's go and get On out of here, since we're done with her. I'm gonna replace her with her. What is it? Maruchi, yeah. Torurumi. So, okay. Let's go and bring her in. We got McDonald's girl. McDonald's anime woman. We're gonna draw Tipsy in this clothing. It's almost like on how On was wearing, except that she's wearing a hoppy. So, we got Borgar woman. Probably about this big. There we go. About that big. That way you guys can see it. But I need to see the bigger image. The larger size image. There we go. Alright, let's get started on this. So we already have Tipsy reference to go and work off of. But I think I said fries in the bag. And the best way to go and do that is probably having her doing that? Maybe? I'm thinking of a pose right now. That's what my stammer is right now. I have a character, but I don't have a pose. Just making her do like a generic, like, anime girl pose, not good enough for what I have in mind. You know what, maybe let's go and look up some reference poses very quick. Maybe I might be able to find something here. Let me see. I can make her whole burger, but still. Tipsy gets a job. Do you trust her to make the fries? Well, I mean, it's just putting the fries in the bag. It's different. She's not in charge of making the fries, you see. Yeah, reference the average McDonald bent over the fry counter. Well, you see, I gotta do full body image. That's one of the major rules of Fairy Fashion February. It's gotta be full body image all the time. So I did that last year. Everything was full body image. So I can't really cover her. Can't cover her limbs. So full body needs to be shown. So trying to do it in a certain pose, that's the only reason why I get stalled at certain points. Because I got a character, but I don't have a particular way on how to place her in particular. So we can try. Oh, wait. I think I know. I could do it like this. We'll go and do a sketchy body. This will not be, like, solidified, but it'd be like... So it's like this, where one hand's on the hip. Maybe presenting a bag like this. I think that might work. Or we could do. Let me try another one. I could do like holding a serving. How would I do this? Like we're like the almost like a server. It's like moments before disaster kind of video. Then the super. Put her in a rule. Put her in one of the poses Trump did while working at McDonald's on that day. You see, I could do that one, but the issue is, once again, that's only like the upper torso. That's not like the full body. I mean, maybe I could. I could do it from the other side, like where she's inside the building. I'll put her in that pose. We'll see. I have an image inside my mind of what that looks like anyway, so. You see, it goes like, kind of like that. That could be one pose, but another pose can be... Because the issue is that she has to be leaning on something like this, where it's like that, hand up, body like that. foot up like that. It's not. It'd be something like that. But you see, the issue is she would need to be like leaning out. So I don't really know on how they're gonna do that one. So that one would probably not be a good idea to do. If it was like something, I mean, if I could do an alternate for it, I would do that. If I have time later on, I could probably do an alt image of Tipsy doing that pose. So that could be just for funsies, not for Fairy Fashion February. Can I get a Tipsy? Can I get OMG Tipsy? Can I get a shake? Oh. Then this super heavily tattooed lady comes through the drive-thru to pay with card. I don't know why she kept staring directly at me while inserting the card into the chip reader. She wishes to eat your soul. Right now, I think I have a lot of energy on this one. I like this one. Because then after that, I could put the product with her. Not sponsored by McDonald's, but it definitely has that Mickey D energy. So it'd be like this. It's like Fairy Borgar. Something like that. I think this one looks a lot more fun, even though it is kind of similar to how the on pose is. But whereas the on pose is doing something like this, this pose is facing A, the other way, B, the hands are in a different position. I think what I can do is I could probably make it a little bit more like a... a little bit lower. It's always best to make the foot skip upwards when you do that type of pose. Or maybe I could do both hands up. Is Tipsy a OC? Technical OC, yes. She's a mascot. Fairy mascot. You can see right here, so we got that hat. She wears like a visor too. Yeah. I think this pose might be best. She's a dweeb, that's what. How dare you? How dare you insult the tippy tip? The Tipsy has been insulted, but that's nothing. That's nothing new. Alright. I think this might be, unless I find something else. Let me go and look up one last thing to see if I can find any more poses for this character. There's that, there's that. The hands out pose is always good, but I need something that actually fits with what this character does. Oh, wait a second. There is this pose. This pose might work. I mean, it would fit with Touhou now I think about it. Let me see. I like that. One arm down like that. No. This one looks not as fun as this one. This one looks too fun. It's too fun for me. Let me go and look up. Where's that one at the crossing feet? But she's already doing that here. Or wait, maybe I can do it like this, where it's like head right here. Put the head shape on. Turn the body like this. Let's get the character reference up here. Alright. Bottom section right there. Alright. And then we got to go 1 foot going across. And that's a straight flat. Pull it forward. There we go. Because then I could go and put the food in her hands. A meat bag in her early stage. What? A meat bag, you say? Wait, what do you mean by a meat bag? Oh god, suddenly I had burps. Oh god. Ooh, that was painful. Oh, there's another pose I could do as well, but... I mean, there's also this one I could do, where it's like... Character stands right there. I mean, it's like it's McDonald's. There's a lot of memes connected to it, so... It's like doing like the Ron Ron Roo reference. But I don't think I've drawn Tipsy in this pose before. But then again, this one. Decisions. The thought process. Toon Tipsy. And a French fry is her brain. Link Tipsy with a too large green tunic. Soul. I don't think I've ever drawn Link Tipsy, but I could probably reserve that for this year. Cut this. I think I'm gonna. This one's a no-go. This one doesn't look good. It's between these two now. So let me think. Because this one has props. This one doesn't have props. And technically that would be this pose, but she's standing up straight. I think this one might be better. You know what? I'm gonna do this pose. I'm gonna go with this pose. I'm doing it. You can't stop me. I'm doing it. Alright. Circle time, let's go. First things first, I already saved, so I'm gonna remove this tippers. This tipper's going over here. I don't need this tippers anymore. I'm gonna utilize the new tipper, the one that I just made, by just copying it and bring it over here. The on tipper. And just for safe measure, I'm going to do a save as to. This is the second one. The Ran Ran Ru pose is pretty basic. Yeah, it is pretty basic. I think going with what I have here is going to be better. let's get started. Let's get started. So first things first, I need my head. Alright, so big old circle. Random circle, let's go. Not as big as I want. Come on. There we go. Now let's fix it up. Let's say about there. Go back up. How does that fit over here? Good enough. Can you draw Tipsy but her chin is melting into her neck? What do you mean? What do you mean like this? Like just neck and then just nothing there? What are you talking about? What do you mean? What do you mean by that? Okay, I don't know. I don't get it. In confusion. Help the computer. Alright, let's see. So, we got this pose over here. I'm just gonna drag it over so I don't lose it. So I'm gonna keep on going left and right. Up and down all around. Kind of a deal. Alright. So her pose is going to be rather on the wider end. Be wide. Make it wide. Add ice Milo. What's an ice Milo? What is that? What is that? I don't know. Like Peter Griffin? You mean like Luigi? Luigi? You mean Luigi? One hand's gonna be up, one hand's gonna be down. Start with the back, upper torso. How sketchy can we get? As sketchy as we need. So this one's going to be a lot more on the flatter end, other than this one where it's going to be a lot more pushed down. I'm talking about like on how the legs are going. Because you don't want to run with food on trays. You want to like stride them off. Torso's a little bit on the long side. We're going to push that in. Let's get our legs. And you push this leg forward more. If I adjust it further out. Yeah, there we go. Yeehaw, we got that. And then I want to there, go like that. We're gonna go and do a foot skip. Angle the heel. There we go. Now I know that at McDonald's they don't bring the food to you. Not from what I remember. You have to go and get it yourself. But imagine that the fairy would bring it to you. That's how I see it. Is Tipsy capable of aura farming? Let me think. Let me see. Do I have any aura farming Tipsies? Have I ever done that? Have I ever drawn an aura farming Tippy? I'm checking. We're figuring it out. We're seeing if we could get any aura farming Tipsies. We got the Wing Hussar Tipsy. We got the baseball bat Tipsy. Oh, here's one. This one. Does this count as aura farming? Does this Tipsy count as aura farming? Say yes or no in the chat. Let's see. Lamau, Zun is always drunk. Wait, what? It's not so mean, rather something Zun said while drunk. Is Okina Murata theme where she is not actually blonde? Do you know about this, Joe? Yes, that's a thing. That's actual info. Yes, Okina apparently has black hair, so that's cool. Does Tipsy Mog or Mew? I think she would rather Mew than Mog, because at least you can undo a Mew. You can't undo a Mog. Tipsy and Aura do not go together. No, -2. Nah, yes it does. Damn, I'm sorry for you that said yes, but it's not good enough. Let me check. What about this one? Is this Tipsy aura farming? Is this an aura farming Tipsy? Do I still have coffee left? No, I ran out of coffee. I'm in a dilemma. I'm out of coffee. Oh no. Oh no! Let's see. Yes or no on this Tipsy? Does she aura farm? 0 aura detected? Damn. She's even carrying a weapon. Come on. Yes? Okay, so we got... Well, you said yes last time. Kachito said no, mine's 2. Oh my god. Let's see. Who else agrees to this? Not really? Looks like it. Okay, so it's a half and half on the aura farming for that Tippy. I see. Yeah, okay, so it's a 3. Is more idle than aura. I see. What about this Tipsy? Does this Tipsy reside in aura farming? Does she give you the auras? Not really. She's trying somewhat. All right. Tipsy might be the biggest loser in all of fiction, right next to Subaru from ReZero. Damn, that's a deep cut. Damn. Man, oh man. Yeah, but is the Wing Hussar Tipsy good enough for your needs of an aura farming Tipsy? She is there. She is there to go and farm the aura. I'ma say yes. Now that's aura? Yes. I would say so. Gotta get that Tipsy aura farming post. Well, at least we got 2 yeses instantaneously on that. That's good enough for me. Let's continue on with our true Tipsy. Our real Tippy farming. I'm gonna push her chest out more. She's carrying heavy objects. That being heavy food. Heavy, unhealthy, tasty food. It's unhealthy, but we eat it anyways. Alright, let's see. How's that pose go? Looks like that. Alright. I'm gonna make one shoulder higher than the other. It's gotta show. Okay, this is good. Valkyrie Fairy is pretty rad, so yeah. Kachito's just gonna say no, but some of the naysayers have changed their mind. Haha, very good. I have won over my others. Oh, yes. All right, let's continue. So we got. Oh God, I just had a cramp right there. That was a cramp. I was like, pain, pain. All right. Let's just ignore. Let's get over the pain by just ignoring it. That's my normal strategy. When the pain is too much, I just forget it ever happened. There you go. Tube-like arms. Right. Would you trust a fairy with your fries? Serving your table? Would you, could you? That serving hand's going backwards. Yeah, I want it to be probably turned. Right there. Just show more fingers. There we go. Gotta do our bread method. Valkyries. Those pets Kratos adopted into God of War. Never played, but they're basically Norse fairies. Oh, I see. Fairy of the North. Alright, right there in the center. This one's gonna be pull out more, right about there. Bring it around back. Oh wait, it's gotta be the other way around. Long ways, long ways. Something like this. Oh God, I got the wheeze. The wheezes. Hand's gonna be going the other way. Yeah, because it goes this way. That's not efficient holding. It's got to go that way. All right. Let me flip her hand around. It's gonna be palm up like this. Pull it up and around. Bring it back over here. Shrink the size of that tray. Hamabaga. What do you baga? Alright, let me see. I want to go and get her thumb going. Maybe flat. It's gotta be flat thumb. There you go. Drag it further back because it needs to be like right about in the center of the tray. There we go. How does that look in comparison to that pose? could go further out there. Push her. Reposition this hand, then we'll connect the arm in the opposite direction. Right about there. And then bring that down. Cut. Place. Right about here, I think. Drag it up. A little more. There we go. Left-handed disability is getting in the way. I can't see where I'm going. How does this look? Not as good as the previous. I'm gonna bring it back. Bring it back. Bring it back. There we go. I like it better with this hand. If I think of Tipsy and Aura, I see a card shark Tipsy at a casino shuffling cards with the look of certainty. She is taking all your chips. Oh dear. Well, that's not the type of gambling I want to do. Let's go gambling, I would say, but in that case, I don't think I want to go gambling with that kind of aura farming fairy. Aura farming fairy. I don't think about that. A horrifying thought. And then we can just put the props on there. Chichibaga, put the baga out, and then we can put the fries right here, right there, and then we can put the bags up here. Put a bag up there, and then we can put the box. I'll put the tipsy face on the box. Oh, I gotta go and get a little stretch on very quick. Oh yeah. Oh, okay. I'm basic, but Tipsy and Aura just translates to her arms crossed on top of a mech of those Gurren Lagans. Oh, with the Combi glasses and a cocky smirk. Well, do I have the image for you? Let me go and find it. Where could it be? Where could it be? Somewhere around here. There it is. It's not arms crossed. She's not in a mech, but she does have the glasses. Transform. Flip horizontally. Transform. Flip. Can I get a flip horizontally? Center horizontally. Flip horizontally. There we go. Let's go and take this one. We're going to put this one behind the other four. Let's see. Put that behind here. No? How far back do I need to go? Right here? There we go. Let's see. Tip Donald's, yes. Art gonna be so good, McDonald's gonna sue. That's gonna, you know, if I get a cease and desist from McDonald's for posting this, I would consider that a win. Let's see. I mean, I'll be sad, but I'll consider it a win. Do you guys think that JP fans still don't know the reason as to why the fairy raise and wink? Some of them know. Some of them know who the whole Vote Fairy campaign now, as of posts on 2chan, from what I've heard. But generally, no, there's still people confused in Japan, in the Japanese fandom, as to what caused the fairy rise. They even specifically said a bunch of Westerners voted fairy. 10 out of 10 can see her piercing the heavens. She got the Squirtle glasses. Reunited in time for peak McDonald's Tipsy. Yes. right, let's go. Let's get started on this. We got our frame. I think the only thing that's going to be a little bit wonky is the serving hands. I'm not the best at doing serving hands, but we could get to work on this. We could work with it. Maybe I might need to change. You know what? I could change the angle of this so I don't have to draw our hand. I will do that. Let's do a little bit of a Shoto Mate on that. Let's go move this over here. Actually, wait. Just in case we want to go back, we're going to copy paste the entire frame. Okay, there we go. Copy you. Paste you over here. Leave you right there. There we go. That way, if I want to go back, I can. So I'm just going to take you. Lasso selection. Control X. Alright, change the angle of this tray. That way we can see everything that's on the tray. There we go. Yep. Pull that up and around. Nope. There you go. That way we get a better view of what is on this tray. Maybe that'd be white. There we go. And then we had drink right here. Make it big drink. It's a big burger. This is all in theoretical placing. It's not going to be like where everything's going to be, so maybe instead of doing theoretical, probably let's place it where I need it to be. Big burger. Put the fries right there. Put the fries on the tray, Tipsy. There you go. And the best thing is about this is that we're it's for technically advertised for JP McDonald's, which actually the burgers look like what they do on the menu, which isn't that great. Then again, most Japanese joints have that where the food actually looks like it does on the menu. Not to go and say it's 100% accurate, but you get what you get. We will be voting Fairy again, yes. This year, Fairy shall rise again. We shall get them questioning why they reached rank 50. That's what we're going to be doing. I'm doing 4 things at once. Watching a Stranger Things Season 1, eating ramen, watching the stream, and playing Mega Man 11. Jeez! You got a lot of neurons to be stimulated right now. Jeez. Oh, man. And also, I am dying. I'm dying of asthma. I think I'm having an asthma attack right now, but I don't need an inhaler. My inhaler's been empty for like 3 years now. Perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. All right. Let's continue. Here we go. So, she's wearing technically a button-up shirt and a tie. Yep. And she's also wearing a hoppy. If you don't know what a hoppy is, it's legitimately just a overcover vest that Japanese people wear at festivals. Today, I draw Tipsy as a dog and a disgusting wage. Next, I will draw Tipsy as an Amazon worker. Totally. For real, for real. Then people can say like, wow, she's more relatable this way. Alright, so let's see. Alright. so I made the tie a little bit too long. So I gotta start from the shorts and then make the tie equatable to that. Big boxy shorts. Joe, get a new inhaler. We can't have you dying. Nonsense! I'm not gonna pay $250 for an inhaler. Nonsense, I say! Let's try and get this leg in position. There we go. That around. That the tie is going to have some motion to it. Then again, it does have tie weight, so maybe not as much. Alright, it's already starting to take shape. Good! That's a good thing. If I look at it and I look at the reference and say, yeah, no, it's about right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That means we're doing something right. And picking up the leg. Picking up the back leg, too. Got to match this up. I'm going right through there. Oh, so we need to elevate the foot slightly. Just slight adjustments here and there. But I don't want to draw our foot just up because we're going to be drawing the shoe instead. So, how does that drip go? She got the drip, so best to go and put the drip on the tip. They look like almost like Tipsy's Converse. But they're bigger and chunkier. Those are on the outside. Velcro straps. The red hood on the foot. And then, oh, look, okay. No. I was doing it right. Meets up right there. Wrap that around the back. Let's see. It's actually going to be 3 things because my Switch is almost out of battery. Oh, man. Obviously tipsy, but she hasn't slept in 2 days, and the boss needs the TPS reports tomorrow. I see what you did there. The TPS, the tips port. Borgars, indeed, is Borgar time. My favorite American pastime, Borgar. There we go. Plaster that, go up and around, there we go. Yep. Next is going to be the bottom of his shoes. Bottom of her shoes, it looks like she's wearing like slick proofs on the bottom. You ever seen slick proof shoes that you wear inside a kitchen? There you go, I got the general shape right there. Oh, did I chop off too much? I chopped off too much, but I could make up for it again. Just draw it back. I was chopping off things anyways. That's perfectly fine. Don't think too much about it. Now we're going to be drawing the top section of the shoe. Now I got the general shape down. It should be a lot simpler to pull off. Oh, wait. Is that... Oh, I missed something right there. Well, I could get on this run. I'll get on this one. We'll run, let's do that. So it needs to be stacked like this. And then stacked again. Stack it first. Stack it again. It's like a hamburger. We're stacking like burger. There we go. Alright, we need to stack this too. So I just erase this. And then we just do it again. So this is going to be that white chunky part. This is part of the chunk. I'm going to bring it down. Yeah, because that's already a blow. And then we just do it again. We need to add an extra rim to that. Come on. There we go. Come on. Almost there. Oh, you almost had it. There we go. So you lock in a little bit. Yeah, that's it. That's it. We got big chonker shoes now. As for this one, this one's just short. Too short for the other's foot. Make that black. So we got that. Disconnect it right here. Pull it forward, back. Oh wait, let me go and do the top section. Let me do that Velcro section. It's an M. Goes like this. Up and down, wraps around, up and down and all around. Yeah, boy. It doesn't look right though. She got the Sonic socks? Yeah. Is Tipsy in the right-hand corner of the reference Magic School Bus? Yes, it is. It's Miss Frizzle. Miss Frizzle, but Tipsy. Thank you for getting the guess correct. You get nothing but the satisfaction of guessing that right. Just draw a square first and I can modify it afterwards. Alright. Let's fix the back here. There we go. I just need to round it out more. Alright, now I can modify the top. Hood on the shoe back. And I pull this back. There we go. That shoe was a lot harder to draw than I thought it was. Alright, let's get her coat on. she wearing a backpack? Oh no, it's a back strap. Oh, okay. It's a big bow on her back. Which means a tipsy bow would be on her back, yeah. Always think Timmy. Always think fairy. Always vote fairy. And then she has side pockets. Right about there, yeah. That'll work. There's also a big button. A big button. I need to put the big button on there, but I'll probably put it on there last. That's an aesthetic piece, so. She also has things on her wrists. I can draw that. Lickety split. But first, let me get her arms in place. And that way, I could efficiently draw her wrists. Go right there, go right there. Yeah. I got it. I got it. Ain't no problems here. Pull that arm out. See, and now I don't have to draw the other hand in an awkward position or anything like that because the tray's tilted. I know I have a rule of like saying I need to display everything, but if I cover it with a prop, and it's not like a big object that cuts off an entire segment of the body, doesn't really count. Yeah, I don't think so. Our tray. Pull that around. Probably draw the props separate. Straight through like that. Yippers. I would need to equate the size of these trays, though. Can't have them being misshaped, missized, incorrectamundo. Come on, come on. My flick of the wrist is not working right now. There we go. I'm going to have to move those props down, but all for the sake of getting this tray an accurate size to the other tray. Yeah, that'll work. Speaking of Sonic, this music is about to run out, and I think about it, and I got a good idea of selection of funny music that I should choose next. In mind, because it's been an earworm that's been sitting in my head for about, I would say like a week or so. We'll play some of it. Just the music, obviously, not the game. Right there. Get that right there. Roll it. My house just made a bunch of crackly crackle sounds. That was horrifying. I don't know why I did that, but it did. I was like, oh dear God, what's happening? It's the world falling apart right now. Yeah, no, AC just turned on. Stupid AC. Stupid AC. She's stupid. Let's go and get the shapes of these. Make you red. And make you red. This will be an open hole. And then I'm just going to copy these entities in wholesale. I need to copy them all. Maybe I should just copy the entire tray. I'll copy the entire tray. This will be just a separate asset. Control X is good enough. Control V. All right, you have a good one. You have a good one, fellow chacha. Just as a foreframe for anyone who is currently here, all these Tipsy posts will be posted on Fairy Fashion February. So that means February, the entire month of February, all the Tipsy images that you see will be posted then. For now, it will be withheld in the secrets and the depths of my files, my folders, on my computer. Or at least on the stream. Not many people watch the stream, but for you people that do, it is a reward to your eyes to go and watch the scrolls being written of this, of the formulating and mental gymnastics I have to go through to go and draw a Tipsy. Alright. Let me go and get into the next music. I think it's this. I need an extended version. Is this the right music? There we go. I don't know why, but this music's been sitting inside my head for like about a month now. It's like I never even bothered to listen to it. But oh well. We're listening to this for right now. We'll listen to some Sonic music on loop for 30 minutes. But definitely not for 30 minutes. Alright, let's go. Alright, so we got that tray. We got this tray. I should probably separate this tray. I'm not sure yet. You know what? I think I'll separate it. I'll separate it. For the just in case purposes. Copy. Pasta. That way I can also get an accurate size of both of them. It's because I played Sonic 3, that's why it's stuck in your head. Yes! Alright, let's go and get Tipsy's hair on. Or, wait, maybe I... Oh, wait, let me go on... Should I? No, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. So her hair is in pigtails, so I gotta go and mimic that. We're gonna do shorter hair, quote-unquote shorter hair, Tipsy. Let me get this one in reference. I need a reference on my face, so I don't mess it up. We'll get this Tipsy out. This'll work. We should listen to Marble Garden next. Yes, sure. There we go. Up and around. I gotta remember that she's wearing a visor, so I have to go and fit her hair to that too when I think about it. do the visor first. It's got to go up and down. It's all come together now. Also, she's wearing, looks like a headpiece. Is that actually on her ears, or is that... No, we'll figure it out. Kind of looks like the Scout. Tier 2 Scout. Means I actually have to draw her ears for once. What a rarity. Or maybe not. Maybe I won't draw tips of ears. Who knows? Maybe I'll get the side muffins like I normally put on her. These things. You know, I could probably put them. Oh, I'll put them on. We haven't even done her hair yet, so let's get to her hair. I want to get to her hair now. Just so we could get this out of the way. Let me just make it red. Really quick and easier. Save first. Pull that around, go up right there. More for me. For me, it's the Mega Man XOST. Wait, which game? Like, just Mega Man X in general, or like the first one? Because there's, obviously, because there's a lot of Mega Man X games. We'll see what he says. Borgar, Borgar, Borgar. It's gonna wrap her hair around her face. There we go. Let's see. So her hair is going to be, if it's under a hat, it's going to be like pressed out. Kind of like this. There we go. And then we'll go and expand the size of the visor a tad to conform to her head. It's almost like a 3D model in that sense. McDonald's. X6 and X1. Ah, I see. The non-3D games. Which pretty much just anything that's not X7 and X2. X7, X8, and Command Mission. Alright, that wraps around. And then the pigtails are going to be up here. It's going to be interesting. I don't have to, I'm going to ignore this tray. I'm just going to remove it because I'm going to be putting it back on afterwards. That's why I separated it for this specific reason, because I knew the hair was going to get in the way. Cut for now. draw the back of her head, going up like that. So I might... Wait, let me try her ears. Yeah, I would have to go and put her ears on. Very well then. Let's go and draw her ears for once. Every once in a blue moon, you get to see Tipsy's ears. Then right here's probably going to be the communication device, because it looks like it's attached to the visor itself. There you go. And then it just goes like that, which I could do that afterwards. That would be like a last thing that I do, because it'd have to go over her face. Alright, so pigtails time. You see how am I going to do this? Pull her head up more. Excellent, there you go. Alright, now let's go and just do this. Tipsy actually has long hair, so I gotta compensate for the longer hair. Even though I know I have to redraw these arm lines afterwards. Trust in the process, scene. You can say that the fairy floofed up her hair for this. There you go. You got the big floofy hair. Probably not the best thing to go and do when working with food, but you know, we get by. We get by somehow. You get your food and you get out. That's all you get at the end of the day. Alright, let's hit a save on that. So what I'm going to do next, let's go and change our music. I'm going to change it to this one. Yeah, gotta get the weird music. Alright, so we got our hair done. Next we gotta do is work on this tray. We'll start with the smaller tray and then get to the bigger tray. And I think the smaller tray needs to be bigger. I think that's the strategy. Let's see if it works out. Let me remove the black from here first. It'll be easier to fix the line work if I do that. It'll also be easier if I made it a square. Lava Reef next? Nah, I think I'm gonna switch it to some Mega Man X music afterwards. Whoa. size of this tray needs to be equated to the size of the other. And depending on which one I choose will change everything! And this is one I choose. Push it out this way. Then we can recenter the food afterwards. There we go. It's been recentered. Very well then. Very well then. Keep your secrets. Alright, so let's go and get the shapes in on this cup first. Thankfully, the shape of the McDonald's cup is not unique. It's just your standard capped cup. Goes off on one side though. Borgar? The Borgar is going to be folded like this. Because then it will have the logo going right here. And that can go right here. Crumple on the side. Lastly, we put the fries in the box. Spread them out. One on top. Start from the bottom. Like that. Do some on top. You gotta get that starch in there. My favorite. I love the starch. Love me some potatoes. Just gonna fix that shape. This is the solid box, not the paper bag. There we go. No, where's the pack of chicken nuggies? You know what? Just for you, since you asked, I will put the nuggies on here. Let me go move something then. I'm gonna move the drink into the back then. Someone's getting a super-sized order right over here. I'm gonna remove these blues. Don't give me the blues. There we go. Put that right there. Come on. Stupid eraser. Sometimes it doesn't want to work for me. White. We're going to make it purple. Right there. It's a little like clamshell case for the nuggies. I know that. There you go. You got your nuggies right there. Got your nuggies right here. This is like the corpo. It's like, where are the nuggies?
This is supposed to be McDonald's. We're supposed to be advertising McDonald's food. It's not McDonald's without the nuggies, of course.
What do you need to do when drawing an image several items like fries? All I do is I don't draw like every individual fry. What I'm doing is I'm just parting out the lines to make them look like it. And then after that, I just color it in, and then generally, if the shape matches, you should be able to mentally get the imagery of saying, oh yeah, those are fries, alright. That's how I work. If it looks like it, it must be it. That's going to be colored in, not lined in. Alright, so we got this next. The tray with the box and the bag. Put that right about here. There we go. I know that the bag normally is a little bit square. This is just all from memory too. I haven't really gone. The last time I went to McDonald's to get something, that was like after I was coming back from Touhou Fest, and I didn't even really get like a bag, what you would say. I just got a 20-piece nuggie. They were on sale that time, and I just like had to get the nuggies. They were there. It was like 10 p.m. at night, and I had to get nuggies. So I ate nuggies in the middle of nowhere. Waitress, stop posing and bring my order already. I'm starving to death over here, as you can see. Flandre, stop posing over there. Bring me my food. I'm starving. Get that tray design. No, let me match it up like that. Alright. How are we looking? That's looking good. Alright, let me go and I'm gonna fill in this line work and switch these to black. These are done. The line work on this is A-OK, ready to serve. Yeah! JP McDonald's is better than US McDonald's, personally, in terms of menu items and collabs. Most definitely. I mean, in the US, we get absolutely nothing for when it comes to interesting collabs. A lot of it's just useless celebrity slop. And it's just like, yeah, I get it. Normies are into celebrities, but gotta get a good stretch first. But the thing is about the celebrity slop. I don't even care about celebrities. Most people don't care about celebrities anymore like they did in the past. So, like, when it comes to doing, like, a collab with, like, a certain celebrity or some kind of person of interest, it's not, it doesn't want to bring me into McDonald's, really. Seeing a cute anime girl advertising McDonald's, yeah, that'll pull me in. Or seeing something that's actually fun and relatable instead of some kind of multi-million-dollar, trillion-billionaire guy that I don't even know or care about. Oh yeah, you telling me to come to McDonald's? Why should I? I don't even know who you are. Or maybe like a collab like with Sonic the Hedgehog, like what they used to do in the past. I remember when they used to have like Mario, Nintendo collabs here in the US. This is like back in the early 2000s and late 90s. Like it was like that. But now they don't have anything. They don't even advertise their toys anymore. McDonald's has just become the most corpo slop thing that they could possibly ever imagine here in the United States. But as when it comes for Japan, they're still doing the biz as defined as advertising to a larger base of consumers. So I could say consumers because at least in that case, they're consuming the product of the food. So the only collab I like were the Pokemon collabs. True and real, yes, most definitely. Alright, let's go and color in this food. Do I need a color then? Or should I get to work on the line work? I'll get to work on the line work very quick over here, and then we'll get to working on the Mickey D food. Grab this. We don't need that line work anymore. I'm going to just switch this to black. We don't need the frame, I mean. Make that white. Scroll down. I'll put you right here. Select again. Put you right over here. There we go. This is transparent selection, but it ain't benefit for me. There we go. Right there. I just chopped off some of my line work. God damn it. Ah, it appears I missed her torso, but that's fine. That's fine. At least I got the general shape in my head. Eat our slop and be happy. McDonald's probably. Yeah, well, for the US it is. McDonald's did do a Sonic 3 collab when Sonic 3 movie came out. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, it's not like how it was in the past where they would actually have they would actually have game consoles in the McDonald's. They had a Genesis set up at one of the McDonald's in collaboration for a Sonic collab. Granted, it wasn't like any of the most recent Sonic games on there, but it was definitely a Sonic collab. Just like how they used to have GameCubes inside the McDonald's. And they used to have a copy of Super Mario Sunshine or Luigi's Mansion on it. Get this shape in here. Let's clean some things up here. First things first, I'm gonna fix her face up. There we go. That's gonna be. Make that red. Yeah, but it was something actually interesting. True, fair point. I can agree with that. I can agree with that. Alright, let's see. Let me think. We'll go for an obvious for our next music. We'll go with this one. There was a stinky ad on that. We'll do some Spark Mandrill stage music. In the meantime, I want to fix you. I change that angle of the line work. Also cut this out because this isn't being shown anymore. What else are we looking at here? Put the line work right here. That's a separation, and that is also a separation. Let's start equating the colors, because I know one thing's for sure. I need to get rid of some stuff in the background. I lose the stage! What? Oh, I log this stage? Ah, I see it, I log. I love it especially when I throw Storm Eagle's plane into the power plant, thus making the stage incredibly easy. That's what I like doing. Every time. Fight Storm Eagle first, then fight Spark Mandrill. Process of elimination. Alright. Pretty much cleaned up here. A little bit more cleaning up to you. Erase you. Okay. Alright, let's equate these colors very quick. I want to make everything blue first. And then we'll make everything green. Red. That should clear up everything. Alright, make it black. Now we can get to coloring our Tipsy. Let's go and do her skin tone first. Might want to do a little bit of a ball shape right here, probably leading into her wrist. That way we have a firm placement point of where to put the tray at. Fair point. Oh, hello there. I'm new here. Hello there, fellow chatter. Hello, welcome to the audience. Welcome. Wait, you just reminded me of a vid of this song stage where X in the final boss was going ham on the guitar. I believe you're thinking of Terminal Montage's animation. I believe he did that for Spark Mandrill's stage. So for you new chatter that's currently inside the chat, we're currently drawing Tipsy for Fairy Fashion February. She's wearing a McDonald's costume based on one of McDonald's new mascots. That is what we are up to as of. Glad to keep you up to date. Let's go and get her hair color in. That's the place. I don't want to color the visor. What's the one color? Alright. Go. And that should be all for Tipsy's skin color. Now, next what I'm going to do, I'm going to hit a save block, and I'm going to zoom out, and we're going to bring in the image into the program. So we get direct color pick. Borgar woman, come to my aid! Alright, so let's see. I want this color be the general red color that she has. Looks like there's a precise color chart on this character, which is good. Simple colors are always good. Alright. Get that yellow. It's on Hoppy. That's gonna be darker on the inside. Obviously, we got the blue. Any blue on her shoes? There is. It's the bottoms. The bottom of the shoes. Oh, her hair is super cute. Yeah. Tipsy is the most fashionable fairy. Most indeed. No idea why so much this time. Oh. That's usually like that. It's a crop. It's chat desynced? Or is it from, or is it just usually cropped poorly? It's cropped poorly. We don't have a full size chat. This is how it is. Just how it is. We gotta work with what we got. Or maybe I'm just tripping balls and it is cropped correctly and I just don't know it. I don't know it. Oh no. Also, I can't put the actual bow tie on her, but I can do it smaller. Or maybe, wait, we can do it like this. Bring it up like that. Bring it up like that. Yeah, there we go. I just wasn't thinking enough. There we go. But one thing I need to put on is actually the tippy bow itself. Which I could put right here. Tinier ones. On the hair. Come on. There we go. That'll work. That'll do. Got the new Feburary. Just got back. Was hoping to get back before Teardown Part 4. Oh. No worries, no worries. So as long as you are feeling nice, good, and recovered, and ready for more potential Teardown streaming in the future. Last time was Teardown 4. It's still up there. It's on the VOD. So if you want to see the VOD, you can. Yeah, it's meant for anyone else which is going to see them. They're there. Most definitely. There you go. Let's go. Ooh, this will work. This is a good one. We're going to Pizza Tower music now. All levels, secret hopping. I've been in the Pizza Tower mood as of recent. Been getting back into it. It's been almost a year since I last played it. Should probably play it again. On stream? I don't know yet. But when I do, I'll make sure to be the best Italian that I can be. Right now, I'm trying to be the best fairy supporter that I can be. Vapid, annoying, and determined. Maybe I should make these the same color? No, it looks better like that. Put that on. Got the big button. I gotta put the big button on before I finish anything else. Let me go on and color these. I can color them very quick. Pull it all off. Take it all off. Take all the color off. Okay. We'll go with blue. Stands out. There we go. I'm bored, so I want to ask you your opinions on Mega Man X8. My opinions on Mega Man X8 is that it's an interesting game. It's a little bit slow of a game. I do like when the bosses go, when you play, I think it's the higher difficulties, you can piss off the bosses and they go into like a hyper mode. Definitely the buildings of modern Mega Man. I wish that they could have gone more with the concept and made the game a little bit harder, but very interesting. Practically almost like a semi-conclusion on the lore of Mega Man X, but also at the same time they had hints and references that there might have been an X9, but Capcom never delivered on it. That's my personal opinion on that. Personally, it's one of my favorites. It is a very fun game, yes. Pizza Tower. Let's have Tipsy, but she wears Pepina Ramen outfit. Pepina Ramen outfit Tipsy. You know, I never thought about that, because that is a swap. It's not essentially Pepino, but I'll put that up as an option. Optional side quest mission. There you go. You need to hit them enough for them to get mad. Oh, I see. Shoka. Okotekiri now you. Push that around. Get that in there. Meh. Let's see. We got these. that. We'll put this one color on that I love to use, this weird eggshell off-white. And then for the lines on their socks, I'm not going to do anything special. I'm just making black, like I normally do. Hey, oh, there you go. Dot right there. Diddly dot right there. Bring it up. Looks like we got everything in order. Order. McDonald's. Terrible with puns. I'm terrible. Someone punished it. Terrible. If we talking about games, Power World, Hytale, Alteria, Necessity are games I could think off of for streaming. I do have Power World, but I never played it. It's one of those games I bought and never played. I don't know why. I think I was supposed to stream it one day and I never got to it. So maybe that's an option for this year, but I'm preoccupied with Mistia Mondays for right now. Mistia Mondays is my grind game. And also it's Touhou related. You know, we do Touhou here. Gotta do that Touhou. Get that Touhou grind in there, Touhou points. Get her face on first. Up and around. Go up and around. Might need to angle her chin more. Yeah. Let's fix that. Yeehaw. There we go. Naruhodo. I think one of the things I appreciate about the Pizza Tower music, this is just a random offshoot that I have to go and state, is the fact that the desert stage inside Pizza Tower, I find it better than most desert stages. Because most desert stages, they are legitimately just Egypt, and we've got, it's so generic these days just to go and make a desert stage Egypt, or some kind of ancient ruin stage of some kind, and it's just desert stage. Now, this one, Pizza Tower decided to go and say, we're going to do Yeehaw Land. I was like very appreciative of that, because it's like too often we get desert stages and it's just Egypt. And I'm like, come on, there's more deserts in the world than just Egypt. Come on. So, seeing Yeehaw Land and cowboys and stuff, that brought joy to me. Get her mouth on there. There we go. Then also another thing that I can always say is just like, every time when you see an Egypt stage inside a video game, primarily the Japanese ones, you'll always see a saguaro cactus somewhere in the background. I'm just like, so wait, are we in Egypt or are we in Arizona? Or are we just in like that one weird area of Nevada in Las Vegas that has saguaros planted? Where are we at? Where are we? I'm confused. For Touhou games, I would suggest Yoriyami Dancers, Touhou Scarlet Curiosity. I've already played that one. And by the way, I wish to go and play that again. I will come to play that again soon to do the Remelia side. So that will probably be February. This month I have Scarlet Remelia Kumajo, probably at the end of the month. Scarlet Kumajo Remelia 2, but that's the one where you play as Sakuya. So I wish to go and delve into that one, see how good it is, see if it's not ass like the previous one, Torture Fist. If it's Torture Fist, I'm not completing it this time. I don't like rage quitting games, but I'll make an exception for that. Touhou Scarlet Curiosity, I Am Sakuya FPS, Shoujo Tale of Beautiful Memories. Have you heard of this ND Mega Man inspired roguelike game called 20XX? No, I have not. I have not. Bullet hell mode. I will make sure to turn that on. I have not heard of 20XX, but it sounds very Mega Man inspired due to the funny number 20XX. Yeah. Okay. Next, we gotta do the big M. We gotta put the big M on there. M. I'll make two versions of this. One will be the W, and the other one will be the M. So we'll do the M version for today. Because we all know that McDonald's is technically not real. Alright. As for these, let's go and fix this up very quick. I'm going to get rid of this hand since we don't need it. This is just going to be replaced anyways when it gets back on there, so that's fine. The trays are this bluish gray color, I know that. Well, it depends on the timing, I guess. They used to be red. Brown bag. We need a nice brown color. Is it gray? Right about there. Okay. Go like that. And then I need the green sweep on it. Right there. Go into yellow. Right about there. There's a green sweep on the bag, I know that. Next, we got the Happy Meal box. Just gonna match with this color. Match colors. Easy, easy life. Easy, easy time. Or wait, I think, no wait, that, no, they don't do the green sweep on the bag anymore. It's a red sweep now. There we go. Alright, so that's your generic Happy Meal box. Next, let's go and grab the white. Put that in there. And I believe the top of the box and the bottom of the box is white, but there's coloring on it, and that's normally purple or green. Let me look that up. Nuggies. Okay, so the box is currently brown. It's currently like a cardboard brown with an orange sweep on it. That's still purple. I'm dumb. There we go. Has this orange... It's a pretty bright orange sweep. Something like that. I'm guessing it probably travels over the top like this. There you go. Put that M on there. He's fine. And I think that's a white dot on there. Because that's to say the number of nuggies on the box. Alright, let's get the M on this drink. I know there's a red stripe on it. There's a red stripe on the straw, but I don't think I'm going to be able to demonstrate that. No, the wrapping's white. Wop in wrap. That's Burger King. Big Mac in wrap. Damn it! In paper. Paper. Nani kore? Oh, they make them come in the box. I forgot about that. So, let me go and switch this out for a box then. Similar to this. Oh wait, that's not.
That's not the right way. No, it's a pipe bomb. Oh god.
Change this to white very quick. That way we can go and modify things easier. One unifiable color. I forgot that they put them in the boxes now. I haven't ordered a Big Mac from McDonald's in ages, so granted, you never get what you get on the image anyway, so that's the reason why. At least the nuggies will always look the same. The post-apocalypse, the world can end, and in the post-apocalypse, you can still get the same nuggies. That's going to be this color brown. Like that. I need to solidify that. Alright, and then we got, we'll do this yellow. Carries up to here. Do the brown. There is a green on it. It's like a healthier green. And then you got the bun on top of it. I could go over this line work again anyways. There we go. Let's see how that goes. Get the M. Let's see. unless they're stale. Oh no, the stale nuggies. You got a render of Tipsy's back hair, the split hair part. Unsure what it's called, sadly, for the teardown player model. So can I try to accurately make it? Here, I'll have you screen cap this. I have the Tipsy reference sheet right here. Let me bring it up on the screen. Yeah, if you want... Oh, that's the wrong thing. You can screen cap this. Look at this. You can see on how her hair splits and everything. Even on how the back of her dress is. This is just so she could get her wings through. Her hair is just really long and then it splits like right down there. Technically, if the hair wasn't there, the hair wouldn't really split. Or if the wings were there, the hair wouldn't really split. Thanks. 07. Very nice. I salute you back! There you go. Got a good screen cap on that Tipsy reference. You people do too! Let's take that. Gotta get that red. And look up the reference. Let me put the big M on there again. Alright, now I can put the color on the tray. Back on. Mucho bit of rope. Put some shading on these. Now it demonstrates the underside of the tray now. That's a little bit too much. A little bit too much underside, I see. Oh, music ended. Let's see, what do we got now? I don't know why I'm hacking, coughing, and sneezing, but definitely not sick. Definitely related to a little something I like to go and call internal mental cramps. Or something of sorts. Let's see, what do we got? We'll do more Touhou music in the meantime. What is a good Touhou to listen to in sakes of now? We'll do more Touhou Cumbia. That should work. Bingo bongo, let's go. Hit a save. And now let's assemble. First things first, let's go and get this on to her. Is that straw colored in? So the top and the straw is not colored in. I'm going to do that very quick. Lickety split. Very quick. Hyper speed. Yes. That's what I want to see. Right here. Okay, so I need to go and draw the little bracelet line because that's going to need to stick out a tad. Right here. Pull it around, make it nice and big and chonky. Nice and chonkers. Alright. Chomp into that. Fill handle. Black. Equalize. Give me fries. Alright, hit the save again. Try it again. Let's go. Yeah, that looks right. But I'm missing something else. I just noticed it. I'm picking things up on the last second, thank God. Gotta put this on here. Little communication piece. There we go. Bingo, bongo, bingo, bongo, boo. Did you think I would forget about you? Was not. Save again. Here we go again. Another try. Here we go. Let's see. Oh, I do have a rotation street on Twitter. Yes, I do. I don't know why I couldn't read that, but I couldn't. Let's see. There are 3 tipsies that I currently have. The blue shirt jumper tipsy from the first stream, the default dress tipsy, and the red and white shirt tipsy with the backpack. As for the sore throat and coughing part, oh no, that is what happened to me. It started as just a sore throat, then it got worse and worse. Sooner or later, it triggered my asthma and was out for a week. The Miku headset mic, idle tippy. Just start doing like creepypasta posting. Also, you just Miku tippy, all the way. Hell yeah! All right, let's put the top of this bun on, shall we? Right there. And there we go. They're both red. I just noticed that. They're both red. They're both red tippies. But look at that. We got them both right here. I'm gonna... Should I do a save as, or... In case I need to reassemble. Do I need to reassemble anything? I don't think I do. I think I got everything I needed from this character. Last thing, if I want to add on anything, probably the second strip of the bow right here. And then I could add her wings on last. Alright, now we can do her wings. Let's go and add her wings on. So I want to make her wings outwards. Right about, yeah. Yes, this is our last thing that we'll do, of course. That's red. That's white. Alright, and then... Or maybe like this. Fan it out. Yeah, there we go. Drag that over here. I'm gonna push it down here. Get our tipsy in position. Drag it down all the way. We need to go make sure we don't get anything cut off. There we go. Now that is what I want to see. I want to see the fairy put the fries in the bag. So we went from this pose to this pose. Isn't that great? Yeah, great. That's wonderful. Wonderful. Let me get this out of the way. Let's see how it looks like on screen. Because it looks very desaturated on my tablet. I can't really demonstrate it properly, but you know. And then all the food falls because she trips. Maybe. It's not really creepy pasta, but just me getting very sick very badly. Oh, I see. Also, cute on tippy. Yes, most definitely. And with that, we got our 2 tipsies of today. And it's getting late on my end. I'm just going to throw this over here for right now. I'm going to move it over next to the actual on tippy. That's the example tipsy. We're going to put her over here. There we go. Look at that. Look at them. Oh, let me get this example out of the way. Get out of here. We don't need you anymore. I'm gonna. That's not square. That's a lasso tool. All right, I'm gonna hit a save on that because that's our second tipsy down out of 28 that we needed to do. We got 28 and an EX image. So this is what we got for today. We'll probably do another one next time, but I'm gonna go and put out a what was it? We got our lineup. We got our lineup. I don't think I really need any more suggestions for right now. But in the future, I will. But for right now, we can mark off this. We don't need that one anymore. Next time, I think what I'm going to go and do... by the way, this is going to probably be for... Yes, I need to do 28 of these. So far we did 2. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 up. So that's 8 out of 28, leaving 20 left afterwards. They look great. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, most definitely. So, next time, I think what I'm going to do some of the obvious ones. I'm thinking of these 3. Granted, I started a little bit late. If I had a little bit more time, I would have done a third one. But I think next stream is going to be these 3. These 3 I'm going to do. I'll save this one maybe for maybe these 2 for a different stream. So these 2 can be for a different stream. And then when I start stacking up more, I could go and do this one later. So, next time is probably going to be these 3. So, stay alive and stay attention for that. But, for now, let me go move this aside because we got our tipsies. Nice, lovely fairies. I would like to go and say thank you for watching this stream today. I'm so glad that you could go and make it here on this Sunday. Stay tuned because tomorrow is Mistia Monday, another wondrous Mistia Monday. We're going to be doing some more getting into it. That means as in, what do I mean by that? I meant absolutely nothing by that. That sounded very stupid. We're going to be fighting the boss. We're going to be doing a boss fight inside Mistia Monday tomorrow. So we're going to be doing a hoedown, throwdown with some hoes in Mistia Izakaya tomorrow. So if you guys want to go and catch up with that, you can. But for now, I would like to go and say thank you for joining me on this stream, on this wondrous Sunday. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, morning, evening, nighttime, or wherever you are. Till then, I am Joe Munafuda saying, it's time to vote fairy once more. 28 fairies, 2 down, 26 to go. Till then, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.